Hi Cancers, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. You can see I shuffled these cards out, just a couple of cards. It gives me time to kind of look at this energy. I'm glad that I'm doing that, particularly with your reading. You have a really different reading, and it's so intriguing to me because I'm going to tell you right now what these cards are telling me, okay? And they're like, that's why we came, Cindy. That'd be nice. So let's get going. Okay, yeah. Okay, so the bardo and the snake are your energy right now. Based on the cards that are coming out of the other, there is an ancestor. There is someone who is about to speak to you, or there's something that you're about to be given. And this has such potent energy. You are on the cusp of believing in magic. I don't know what else to say here. Like this energy is really profound. Like what you're pulling out. Oh, there's Larry. He was sleeping in his bed over here. He's done with that stuff. He's done with it. He's got to go back and do, oh, cat things. Sorry. Cat things. At least he has a clean bum. He went to the groomer and that little Larry got shaved. This is the veil. You are in a moment right now where the veil is or is about to become so thin, but it really leans into ancestor. There's an ancestor here that you're going to be connecting with, that wants to connect with you. Either they want to show, I'm going to tell you the two ways that I think this comes across, and you decide for yourself. But then I'm also going to tell you the way I feel it leans more heavily into. I feel like this ancestor's either A, trying to communicate to you to show you something, like some sort of, right, we have this over here. It's an object that is connected to your ancestry. It's an object that you hold with there's ancestral energy in this object. I don't know if maybe it's something you lost, like maybe it's a necklace that was your mother's or someone close to you, and you lost it and you haven't been able to find it. You're going to be shown. It's like this energy is here to show you. The veil is thin. I don't know why. Like I don't know if something has happened on your end, or this is actually, I feel like it's really important. Why? This is the underline. The siren and the tarantula. Because it's giving me a bit of a vibe that it could be incredibly important for your journey right now that you find this. And in finding it, if that's what this is, it really reinforces to you, like it opens up a portal of magic. I don't know what else to say. Like it literally, this is all like crazy energy. I'm going to take a minute. I'm going to quickly go through the books on both of these so you kind of really understand how potent this energy is right now. It is not anything to be afraid of. That was stressed really strongly actually in the book, that this is a benevolent energy that is trying to connect with you. Now, the other way that I feel like this is being expressed, and it's the way that I feel most strongly towards, is that you are going to receive, I don't know, it's something to do with it's a physical thing. A physical thing that has to do with your ancestors. You're going to receive this. It could be something that, maybe, kind of like family time is coming around with the holidays into December here. I don't know, like you could go to your great aunt or uncle's house or something, and they say, oh, hey, come here, Cancer. I found this the other day in one of my drawers, and this used to be your dad's. I know he would have wanted you to have it. Like, it's that, there's something, but it's like it unleashes the magic. That's the fucking thing here. Like, whatever this is, it unleashes the magic. That's the one I feel like it is. Because this is the preparation for the unleash of the magic. And the veil is very, very thin. Very thin. for the release of the magic. I don't know. It's underlined, so to me it's kind of past. So I don't know if you've been at a crossroads about something. But the siren, it shouldn't have necessarily been a difficult decision. I don't know. And however this is going to unfold, I will tell you that there's an ancestor that's stepping up, and they're stepping up hot and heavy here for you. And possibly, maybe you have been sort of somehow not connecting with their guidance, because this is going to strengthen that. Like you were going to, or maybe it's heralding, like whatever this could be, it's heralding an ancestral guide that is now stepping forward for you. Like this is something that I've had come through so often in readings that has really confirmed it for me so many times. Is the idea between our guides is that we could have dozens of different guides. Some of those guides are kind of like the people in our lives. It might be a guide that was really pertinent throughout our early stages in life. Like maybe it was a really strong protector or guidance system, or was kind of working things around you when you were a child and unable to do certain things for yourself or be aware of these things, right? But then once you had a certain awareness and you were able to look after yourself in that way, that guide stepped back and that guide didn't step in again, because it was just that period of your life and then there are some guides that come in and they're there for a time and then they step back, and then 20 years later they step in again because of whatever's going on. But there's a guide stepping in, and this is like, I want to say this is one of the most significant, powerful points in your life. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it. And I feel like up to this point, you may not have realized it before you step into this guidance with this ancestor, is that you would have found yourself like second guessing or not really being sure how to decide, how to come to a decision about something that was actually really dangerous for you and unsafe. But like you would look back on it and go, how the fuck did I not see? Like, right? Because there's a real powerful opening up of your ability to see beyond the 3D. This also talks about even like your lifetimes. There's something profound here. Something really, really profound. It could even be some type of guidance here to help you. Like maybe, now what I'm about to say, I have to preface it with something else, because I'll tell you what I'm going to say. So I was going to say, it feels like it could be maybe even something that you have had difficulty making a decision about in other lifetimes. And because of that, you have created some type of karma or choices that have misaligned with your higher self, your truest destiny. But you're not going to get assistance on making that. Like if you've made bad decisions like 3 or 4 lifetimes in a row now, your guides would be like, yeah, and then oh fuck, Cancer, I hope they can get through this one. Come on, honey, see it, baby. Sometimes I wonder why our guides are like, oh, I wish I could just help you, but I can't. Oh, come on. I think you've done something here. You've done something that it warrants this. Or maybe you have. Maybe you've made some sort of profound decision here. You broke this. Did you break this spell? Did you break the spell of finding yourself at a crossroads and one of the decisions was a siren? Fuck. Huh? I want to read these for you. I feel like I got a cracker in my throat. Where's L? Oh, frick me. I'm going the wrong way. These Roman numerals. Okay. The liminal. This is you. The liminal, the in-between, the transition. It is said that the bardo is a place between this life and the next, a liminal realm through which souls pass. Envisioning this inherently mysterious space creates the potential for us to rise above the concerns of this world and see our relationships through a cosmic and timeless lens. We may receive messages from those who are no longer with us or see visions of lives not yet lived. In the bardo, there is potential to forgive the unforgivable, to say the unsaid, to see the unseen, to love the unloved. to let go of all the things that cause us pain. The bardo suspends us in its spaciousness for just long enough to open us to higher wisdom. Its energy does not belong to Earth as we know it, but rather to the cosmic network of which we are a single thread. Like, you see what I mean? It's so powerful. The bardo is not to be feared. Take advantage of its energy by recognizing what needs to be resolved. Trust that there is a message for you from beyond. Who is speaking? Go ahead and listen. I love that. See? Isn't that cool? When the veil between this life and the next is thinned, energy is stirred. This allows for remarkable healing and vision. Okay, I feel like too that you are also, that this is like going from the world card. Give me a minute here. It's not the Fool, because you're having insight before you step into this. It's Judgment. I want to say, I'm just going to leave it like that. It's like having, like rising again from the dead. It's like world card, friggin' Mercury retrograde right now. It's driving me crazy. The world card into the death card into Judgment is how that feels. It's like your second coming. No, okay, and I want to hit the snake too. Oh, the other thing I love about this too, like this is so liminal and so 5D, right? And look at it. It's like grounding fucking magic because it's earth energy. It is grounding this into the 3D. Pop, pop, pop. Where's the snake? Did I just miss it? Sorry. No, what is it? Okay, now I'm like spinning my wheels. I keep looking at the same pages over and over again, expecting a different result. Okay, Cindy. Oh, there it is. This is the guardian of unawakened magic and creative potential. The snake is a symbol of our highest potential. It is said that Shakti, our creative life force, lies dormant at the base of our spine in the form of a coiled snake. So that's what I mean here. Like there's some type of magic that's been sitting inside of you that's waiting to come out. Regardless of whether this image rings true for you, it's well worth considering the amount of unawakened or untapped potential within. What would life look like if you woke it up? How can you stir it from slumber? An experienced yoga or meditation teacher can lead the way. Make haste. The snake card appears when there is no time to waste. Now, I feel like what that is, it's almost like the timing is right. When in balance, it's prosperous, creative, and charismatic. When it's out of balance, it starts and stops many things. Now the Beaver, we're going to go over this other energy. This is supposed to be your energy and somebody else. I feel like this somebody else is an ancestor. And because they are somebody, but, and some of you, this might play out as a physical ancestor, but they are handing you something. There's something here that is going to be handed to you. And this opens up magic and the veil. It allows you to communicate with an ancestor. It kind of gives you superpowers. So the Beaver, see, that's the other thing. This is somebody who loves family, who works hard for their family. Maybe that's an indicator of who this ancestor could be. Somebody who loved their family, because it works hard. Because you know, there's some of us have had a few ancestors out there that we would not describe as that. Well, I haven't had too many. Well, I don't know. Anyways, the medallion. I want you to understand all of this really, really well, because this is such a pivotal moment, Cancer. It's giving me little shivers. It's making me so excited for you. And this is times when I do readings like this, and I wish I lived next door to you. I'm like, I want to know. Tell me what the fuck happened. No, what are you seeing? What's happening? Okay, if you don't want to, you don't have to. I would tell you that too. Like, you don't have to. I would probably walk away with a sad face, but it's sad. It's how it is, right? Okay. The amulet, the talisman, the heirloom. See, what the fuck? What is this? The passing on of sacred objects is an ancient ritual within families, between lovers, and in tribes across the globe. We gift jewels, treasures, keepsakes, and mementos of all kinds. Some of great material value, others that hold emotional resonance, and still others with both. Yet, when these gifts are bestowed upon us, it is important to recognize that they may bind us to an unspoken agreement or promise. When the medallion card appears, be aware of how the objects you hold dear may be embedded with unconscious energy or expectations. Materials hold consciousness, and it's time to reconcile the vibration of the objects around you. What do you covet and collect? Why? See, part of me feels like this could be a relative who's looking at something and they're going to give you it. Is there an object you have held on to for years that you are ready to release? This is another person. That's right. Perhaps it is time to reach for the medallion that aligns with your deepest values. Yeah, I love this. Do you believe that objects contain supernatural properties? When have you experienced this to be true? Imagine if you and your family, school, or social group had a crest, emblem, or amulet. What would it be? Draw it. I don't know. Okay. You can do that if you want. It's your homework. Come on. Maybe it is something with a crest on it. So, Cancer, such a really intriguing energy. And it feels so interesting, right, that we're in December when I'm recording this. But I want to say, honestly, they really are timeless. I mean, I think YouTube's been sharing some of my older videos the last little while. Because I've been getting a lot of comments on some like videos from like 4 years ago. And people saying, I can't believe how relevant this is right now. And I'm like, it's funny how that works, right? So, whenever you're watching this. But as I'm recording this, like we're coming into a time of Kwanzaa, Christmas, what's the other one? Now I feel bad. My Jewish friends. Hanukkah. Freaking Hanukkah. All that. I didn't mean to say freaking Hanukkah. Anyways, you know me with all that. I'll celebrate it all. Accept it all or refuse it all. One of the things. The bardo, the snake, right? Like, I don't know. I feel like there's someone around you who's been hanging on to something and they want to give it to you. And it's really powerful. Okay, the bardo is the daughter of pentacles. This is you. The daughter. The student. Okay, the snake. The lovers. Fuck me. This is so intriguing. This is an ancestor who's been waiting to come forward. It's like they've been waiting for this to be passed to you. Something is going to be passed to you. And when this happens, it's fucking glorious. It's like the heavens will open up. And I want to say it's like to show you where you're going to, like there's a destiny here for you. There's a destiny. The daughter. For some of you, I don't know, this could be a grandparent, it could be a parent. I'll clarify. I'm going to pull out a card. Before I go over there, how do you know this energy? Like how do you know this energy? The medallion beaver. How do you know them? They've been hidden. It's something hidden. Hidden information? Seven of Swords. Hidden information. Covert? I'll have to clarify that too. Okay, the medallion. The medallion and the beaver. The Mother of Swords. So this could be something that's passed from a mother. The beaver. The Five of Swords. Some of you, there's a little bit of a vibe here from Pisces. It's not strong, but it's relevant enough that I am going to mention it. That was a really intriguing reading. It's one of those readings where I'm doing it and I'm like, I think like two people are going to like get this reading. But there's something here where someone here, okay, this is very specific. Like if it's resonated up to this point, this doesn't mean what I'm about to say takes that all away. Okay, it doesn't. There's something very specific here for someone that I need to say. There's someone here who's been looking through their ancestry. They've been looking through their ancestry. You may even, this is part of this message. You were adopted. You were adopted? And you're looking, even if you're not looking for it, it's coming to you. It could be a ring or a necklace or something that, and I want to say, very likely the mother had, and this is coming to you, and it's linking you, it's reconnecting you with spirit guides. There's something, wow, this is okay. Someone here was adopted, or someone in your family was adopted that led into your lineage. There's a piece of jewelry, something that is making its way to you. Because when you were adopted, or someone that led to your was adopted, it broke. It's almost like the spirit guides that were kind of part of supporting you and your family and your soul tribe. It's almost like they couldn't participate down this other line, like wherever you ended up. Okay, so sorry for that interruption and the way it interrupted. I think I've had a couple problems with videos where it just stops recording even though it shows that it's recording. I think it's the SD card. I have a number of them, and I think there's one card, and it's the one that I was recording on for you, Cancer. There's just been formatted too many times, and I'm not going to use it anymore after this. But okay, outside of that, my apology. I want to continue because I didn't realize that this has happened until I've gone into this video, and I'm actually in the process of processing it and then going to be uploading it. So there's messages that continue to come out. We were talking about, as I see where the message originally ended here, we're talking about like a lineage here that had been broken. And I want to kind of confirm how that lineage got broken. It's sort of like spirit teams being able to communicate to you. So it was talking about a message that was coming through in a situation where someone was adopted. And in that adoption, what happened was, when there was ancestral guides that were following you through lifetimes, and then you were put up for adoption, and the family that you went to was in some way so spiritually different from where you came from that ancestral guides were either blocked and could not support you or help you, or they just couldn't go there. Like there was something about that. And I feel like for some of you, you were possibly adopted into a family where you may have had some type of abuse, or you just didn't feel like loved or cared for. That's kind of about as far as it went with the adoption message. The details of the important details of it in that instance. Then there was messages that came through about this medallion, this object that is going to be given to you. It's either an object that you have right now. Some of you, it's an object that you have right now, and you may not be realizing the importance or the significance to this object and you connecting with this ancestral guide. Like if you go dig this object up, it could be a watch. It definitely feels like a piece of jewelry in some way, like a watch, a ring, a necklace, a bracelet, and earrings, anything like that could have been an ancestor, or it could have been also, so funny, actually, now that I'm sitting back in this energy, it's reminding me of something like my grandmother had something. It was I have it. It's like a little, it's made out of brass. I think it's made out of brass. And she got it when she was in school. And it's this little tiny brass plaque for always arriving to school on time. And it's like, it's so old, right? Because she'd be like over 100 years old now if she was still alive. So anyways, it could be like something like that. It's something ancestral. Some of you already have this object, and it's incredibly important right now to kind of connect with it. I wasn't really getting anything in the message that was saying there's some type of, planetary energy that's going around. It just feels like it's time. There's something here that it's time. Also, the medallion came forward. I'm just continuing with the messages. If I've repeated anything that's already gone on the video, I apologize, but just bear with me. I think this is all new information. The medallion was created. This ancestral piece was it was always known that it would be there, and it was there for a specific reason. It was there as, what was the term that was used? It was there as, not a backup plan, or kind of like that. I can't remember the term anyways. So now we're going beyond anyone who is like have anything to do with adoption. Okay, we're kind of coming back to the main message. And for this, so we're just going into the importance of this medallion piece, that it was kind of always known that spirit could manipulate this inanimate object for it to find its way to you, because it didn't have to deal with free choice in doing that. So for some of you, I feel like there's something here. As we pulled out more cards, it was an indication that your ancestors were going to be directing you towards a very abundant time in your soul's destiny, in your human destiny in this lifetime. And it's something that you haven't been able to see. Like, it's something that it has continued to be hidden from you. And it wasn't, even if this ancestor wasn't there to guide you, it was still sort of in the hopes of the heavenly realms that people would play certain roles and follow through in certain spiritual agreements that they made prior to incarnating here. And many of them did not. And so because of that, it comes down to this medallion, which is actually giving you it's giving access. It's connecting you with this ancestor. It's really like, it's such a unique message, and I've never pulled a message out like this before. So this medallion, whatever it is for you, it's also, there's a really good possibility that it's a relative that's giving it to you. So I'm trying to figure out, where's the camera? What am I supposed to look at? I'm so sorry. I'm literally sitting in a room. I'm processing this video right now. Some of you, okay, so to make sure I want to continue with talking about the medallion getting to you no matter what. So let's say in a case that there's like great Uncle John is going to give you this. He comes across it, and I think I said this earlier on in the video, so it might be a repeat. If not, that's okay. It's new information. Let's keep going with it. Is if, you have an uncle or someone, and let's say they have this, maybe it's a watch. Maybe it's a watch from your father. Maybe it's a necklace from your mother, whatever it is. They've had it for a while, and for whatever reason, kind of felt like, you know what, if I give that to Cancer, actually, maybe it'll bring up a lot of feelings. It could bring up a lot of questions that I think it's better off that they don't know them or anything like that. So, right, like this person was not malintent in not giving you this medallion. And they pull it out. You're coming for dinner or something like that. Like, it could be some sort of family get together. And they pull it out and thinking, no, I'm going to give it to Cancer. I'm going to give it to Cancer. And then they start having those second thought feelings again. And I said, no, you know what? I'm not. It's not the time. You know what? They'll get it when I pass or whatever. The time is important now. It's important that you get this now. And so what Spirit's doing is, if let's say Uncle John has this and he puts it in his pocket, I'm telling you, there's going to be a hole in that pocket. There's going to be a hole in that pocket, and it's going to fall out. It's going to be on the floor. When you come over for dinner, you're going to be one that finds it, and you would pick it up. If he doesn't put it like in his pocket, let's say he's in the dining room and he's thinking Aunt Hilda just said, you know what, John, get in there and set the table. Everyone's coming. So he's setting the table and he's pulled this out of his pocket and he's looking at it and he's thinking, no, I'm not going to give it to Cancer at this time. and that your aunt calls him again, and he just takes it and he puts it on the buffet or whatever those things are in dining rooms. Forgets about it, right? He's older. He forgets about it. Your aunt gets him busy, and as you will be sitting like beside this thing, you will pick it up. It's kind of like orchestrated this because it's an inanimate object. Spirit is working the things around it to make sure it gets to you. And I really wanted to, that was conveyed more towards the end of this reading. And I really wanted to make sure that you understood that aspect of this. And yeah, for some of you, this might be something that you already have. Some of you, this might be something that has kind of gone missing. You know it's in the house, you just can't find it. You're encouraged to keep looking. It hasn't been lost, but it's just, this is such a significant time. It kind of like gave me sort of shivers at different points in your reading, because it was quite obvious that the veil was being drastically thinned, and this guide was coming forward, and it's an ancestor, and it's connected somehow to this piece of jewelry, this medallion. I don't know why Larry's meowing. His door is open. He's just telling me the sun is setting. Oh, there's something else I wanted to say. No distractions, Larry. No distractions, Larry. So, yeah, there's also a good chance that for some of you, this ancestor is a guide that has worked with you before. And this ancestor stepped back, or something happened. Like in the adoption story, for a lot of you, it might just be sort of metaphorical. That somehow, I don't know, maybe you ended up even possibly in a family unit. You ended up living somewhere, working somewhere. I don't know. Whatever it was, this energy, it's like your ancestor could not go there. Your ancestor could not go there. So they're coming back, and they're connecting with you through this medallion. It's almost like an activation. Is it like the key to a portal, even possibly? So that's it. That's what I have. I did. I went and did the extended. In the extended, it was, I'm going to ask in the extended what you don't know about them and what they don't know about you. Now, I approached it from the perspective of an ancestral guide, and that this guide actually having a period of time here where they were disconnected from you. So it did come up with stuff that they were not aware of. I will also tell you though, because I've already done it, that for you, those of you, it's not exclusively this in the extended, but there is a very strong message about a mother who put a child up for adoption. Very, very strong message. And that all comes through in that as well. And yeah, so that's what I have. Thank you so much, Cancerians. It just felt like a really phenomenal, magical, exciting time for you. And yeah, that's what I have. Thank you so much. Until next time, be gentle with yourselves. Bye.